Hi everyone, welcome back to a new post today. And India is emerging as one of the major destinations for export of mobile telephone. The government has taken major steps to increase the production of mobile telephones in the country. Not only telephony, that is with regard to handheld devices, but also with regard to technology. Government is now already reaching, it has already reached 5G technology, and now we are going to very soon venture into 6G technology as well. And this was said by Prime Minister Narendra Modi during the Indian Mobile Congress event of 2023, which is the 7th edition being held in Bharat Mandapam at New Delhi. So today let's speak about the Indian Mobile Congress, which is touted as one of the largest major technological forums in Asia, and this event is the 7th edition of which is being held in New Delhi, and this event is a collaborative effort of the Department of Telecommunications and the Cellular Operators Association of India. Now this is the Indian Mobile Congress is touted as one of the largest technology forum in Asia. The Mobile Congress 2023 is expected to witness almost 1 lakh plus participants from and 1300 delegates from and over 400 speakers, 225 plus exhibitors from almost 31 countries, and also will exhibit almost 400 plus startups in this arena from India, with a theme called as Global Digital Innovation, and a major step of innovation coming from India itself, which I will be touching in the further video. So the IMC 2023 aims to strengthen India's position as a developer, manufacturer, exporter of technologies including 5G, 6G and artificial intelligence as well. The Indian Mobile Congress, the 7th edition, is launched, and it also launched a very important startup program called as Aspire that will lay emphasis on igniting the future of entrepreneurship growth among the young innovators and industry delegates in the telecom and other digital domains. Now, speaking at the event, the Prime Minister spoke of access to capital, access to resources and access to technology, which is the government's main priority. Prime Minister Narendra Modi reeled out statistics to show how India has now turned into a major exporter of mobile phones from being an importer very few years back, and how big tech technologies companies like Apple, Google, etc. are lining up to become manufacturing to make India their manufacturing homes in the country. India is also emerging as a major telecom technology developer, exporter and leader, and the world now is looking towards India for hope, especially with regard to telecommunication. Prime Minister Narendra Modi also presented awards to 100 5G use case labs established in educational institutions across the country. Another major highlight of this event was Geospace Fiber, which will allow fiber or broadband connectivity to be accessed by everyone, everywhere, to fully participate in the new digital society with gigabyte access to online government, education, health and entertainment services. As the name suggests, that is Space Fiber, it is nothing but satellite based internet network, and it will see the company to extend high speed broadband services to areas previously inaccessible. It is in addition to Jio's existing offerings, that is Jio Fiber and Jio Air Fiber as well. And let me tell you, Jio Space Fiber is already launched in 4 of India's most remote locations. They are Gir in Gujarat, Korba, Chhattisgarh, Nabarangpur in Odisha and ONGC Jorhat in Assam. It will soon be available throughout the country at highly competitive rates, and this is what the Reliance company has said. So let's look at a quick review of what is the progress made by India in mobile telecommunications as of the recent data of the Department of Telecommunications as of 2022. Now, telecommunication market across India is the second largest in the world. The subscriber base is over 1.1 billion at the end of 2022. Strong consumer demand and favorable policies from the government have played an instrumental role to give this status to India and the growth of the industry. India's tele density as it reached 84.6% in October 2022. The rural tele density has jumped to 57.91%, but still it is yet halfway left out. Internet connections are almost 83.69 crore in June 2022, registering a growth of 232 years in the last 5 years. The broadband connections have jumped to 8.62 crore in September 2022, and average average revenue realization per subscriber base per GB for gigabyte wireless data has reduced to rupees 10.29 in June 2022, which is from almost 268 a decade ago, a reduction of over 96.17%. Average monthly data consumption per wireless data subscriber has increased to almost 16.49 GB in June 2022. This shows that internet is now being widely penetrated and also used for various purposes, especially with the rise in e-governance and also education and entertainment. The number of mobile-based transceiver stations are 23.98 lakh as of December 2022. The number of mobile towers, there is an increase in rise in telecommunication infrastructure in the country to 7.4 lakh in December 2022. FDI has flowed in the country. It is almost US $694 million at the end of 2022, and India jumped 6 ranks from 67 in 2001 to 60. From 67 in 2001 to 61 in 2002, with the network reach index, or the network reach index for the score also is improved for India from 49.74 to 59.19 in 2022. There are a series of reforms also being brought in, especially to increase the manufacturing base, make in India, building up a brand India, and also improving the 5G access all over the country, and not to forget even accessing of broadband in the remote locations as well, with a very famous program called as BharatNet. Now, India Telegraph Right of Way Amendment Rules 2022 have been brought to facilitate faster, easier deployment of telegraph infrastructure for enabling speedy 5G rollout. Satellite reforms have been brought in to propel growth and to accelerate the provision of affordable services to the citizens in fast emerging satellite-based services. Reforms have been undertaken to help ease of doing business by limiting multiplicity of charges at different stages for rolling out satellite-based communication services. The telecommunication assets are now being mapped so that they can have an information about this infrastructure that is being developed on the PM Gati Shakti National Master Plan platform. So far, approximately 10 lakh route kilometer of OFC laid by the optical fiber units or laid by BSNL, Railtel, GAIL, Power Grid have been mapped. Around 20 lakh telecommunication towers of telecom service providers have been mapped to have details of fiberized and non-fiberized as well. The flagship BharatNet is being implemented by the Government of India in a phased manner to provide internet connectivity to the Gram Panchayat. As of phase 1 completion in 2007, the government has covered almost 1 lakh Gram Panchayats, and connectivity is being improved to the islands. We should not forget their strategic location. So 4G mobile services are being provided in 85 uncovered villages and seamless mobile coverage along the National Highway 4 in Andaman and Nicobar Islands. Submarine optical fiber network connectivity is being provided between Kochi and Lakshadweep Islands, comprising Kavarati and 10 other islands as well, namely Kalapani, Agati, Amani, Androt, Minisoy, Bangaram, Bitra, Chelat, Kiltan and Kadmat as well. And the major scheme to increase the production, especially Make in India component that is being brought by the Government of India, is the production link scheme for telecom and networking products was approved. So this is a scheme formulated based on PLI under the Atmanirbhar Bharat Abhiyan for boosting domestic manufacturing and exports while attracting investments in target sectors of the telecom and networking products also. And lastly and finally, to fund all of this, there is the Telecom Technology Development Fund scheme, which aims to fund R&D rural specific communication technology applications from synergies among the academia, startup, research institutes and industry, and to develop the entire telecommunication ecosystem. And it also aims to promote technology ownership and indigenous manufacturing to create a culture of co-innovation, reduce imports, boost exports, opportunities, and to create intellectual property. So this is about the basic idea about telecommunication sector in India and some of the steps taken by the Government of India. So the Indian Mobile Congress looking out to bring in a lot of investment and also a single platform where the technology masters will be meeting up the startups to further boost the telecommunication sector in India and further boost to 5G and 6G technologies as well, which has been told by Prime Minister Narendra Modi itself. And I hope I hope this information was really helpful to you all, and if you did, please do like, share, subscribe, and please do not forget to comment, and I shall see you in my next post. Until then, happy learning.